Hey guys, welcome to the talk. This is the exact opposite of the podcast. So, with me and Liam have
Is the
changed
screen
seats.
inverted like upside down?
No, can't do that. We're just changing seats, and the order's going to be different. So Liam's going to go first, and whatever we're going to talk about. And the talk was named after a very popular talk between parents and children.
I like
The talk.
some cousins as well.
Some cousins.
I learned mine from my cousin Alex.
Yeah.
Didn't think. Told a 7-year-old.
It's the sex talk.
Yeah, sex talk.
Yeah. Anyway, so in this show, we talk about something we want to see from a game, a series, or a TV
Anything
show.
we're a fan of, basically.
Yeah, it's basically multiple fangasms.
Anyway, yeah. So let's get into this.
Yeah? Remember, you got to go first, because it's the exact opposite of the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Exact opposite. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm going to have some sticking glue.
Yes.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh God, they're all deaf. Anyway, yeah. So I'm going to be talking about what I want from Arrow season 3, because it shall have Ra's al Ghul, which is awesome. But this is a Batman villain, so Batman has got to be in this. And I know last week was
we've
Batman.
talked about this in the podcast, by the way. We've done a little bit on it, but
Yeah.
we're going to go into some depth.
But it's I want Batman to be in it, and this is how I want it. I want it to be a younger Batman. I want him to be at least he has to be there before Arrow was in Starling. He has to be there because it's just like then it just looks like, oh, he's a copy of him. But they did this thing where they made it seem like Arrow was the only other superhero, because Flash was like, oh, I love this vigilante in Starling. I want there to be a quarantine in Gotham. Because Gotham is a shithole. And I don't want it to cross over with the Gotham Fox series. Because it's Fox, it's not the CW. So I want it to just be, eventually this could lead to like a Batman CW series, but anyway, I want Gotham to be quarantined off. I want it to be a young Bruce Wayne. And I want them to be kind of like friends. Like old friends. So like when Bruce's parents died, Ollie was there for him, and Ollie was kind of like an older brother to him. And I want them to be like finally reunited, and it's like Bruce, Ollie, and
then they end up fighting it. That's what I want to see.
I want it to be like they meet up and it's like, oh, it's great, great to see you. And I want there to be a bit of backstory, maybe like as we saw in Arrow season 2. Cover your ears, Euan.
La 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 la.
Thea left. Okay, you can undo. But yeah, so it'd be cool to see how that affects him, and how he's like, oh my God, really? And like, like, oh, I'm so sorry and stuff.
Who left?
Nothing. And
just trying to process why.
But it would be cool to see that. And also it would be cool to see maybe a lot of tension between, like, under the surface there's a lot of tension with Bruce, because of course Oliver has killed people and Bruce is totally against murder. So I'd like it if he showed up, Batman cowl and everything, and he was like, you have failed the city, because like Arrow says that, and it's just kind of like, you have failed the city. It would just be cool, because that would be like the ultimate kick in the teeth for Arrow, and then beat him up, and then it's just like, oh my God, like, and like completely destroy their equipment and everything, just completely just shatter them. And also this thing happened to Arrow once again. Cover your ears. La 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 la. He lost his company. So anyway, but yeah, so that happened. Anyway, fight. Anyway, but so that happened, and it'd be cool to see how Bruce helps him,
recover. Because I heard what you said.
Yeah. Okay.
He lost his company.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it would be cool to see him.
It's not a big spoiler.
It kind of is, but he lost his company, so it would be cool if Bruce was buying it back and giving it back to him. Yeah. Because as we see in the movies and everything, Bruce is just like, oh, I'll buy this. Oh, okay, here you go. he doesn't really care. So it'd be cool if he did that, and then it's like, oh my god, I'm so grateful. And then it'd be cool if maybe he, Bruce, like if they did a little bit of research and they got like field correspondents in Gotham, and they were like, yeah, no, Bruce, and it would be this is what I want. I want it not to be so obvious that Bruce is Batman, because Batman showed up in Starling all of a sudden when Bruce showed up, and in the first season Oliver Queen is suspected of being the Arrow because Oliver Queen comes home 3 days later, Arrow shows up.
Yeah.
It's a little weird. So I like so they'd have to do the thing they did what Grant Morrison did in Batman Incorporated, where Bruce Wayne came out and announced that he has been funding the Batman for years.
Okay, yeah.
Because then it's like, oh well, then it can't be Bruce Wayne. He's just funding him. And it makes sense why Bruce would fund it because someone killed his parents, and like you see Bruce Wayne, it's like, how the hell could he be Batman? He's just this playboy who wants to shag. But it would be cool to see that.
Bitch, he shagged Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman, and Kal-El ain't even touched that. He kissed it, but he ain't touched it. But yeah, that would have to happen because then
Or maybe it could be more like Batman shows up before Bruce.
Yeah, but I want another thing. I want Joker to be there, kind of like at the end of or in Death of the Family when he's like selling nuclear weaponry.
Yeah.
I'd like it to be like that, where he's selling dangerous weaponry because he needs to reclaim his fortune or something, because he needs money to.
We don't know. Just he needs money. We don't want too much
he did
of a
in Death of
backstory.
the Family, and trying to get revenge. And then Bruce shows up and he's there to stop him. And then Bruce is finally like, okay, whoever, you need help with Ra's al Ghul. Like it's like, okay, and it would be cool if they had a thing where Joker was working with Ra's. Like, and that's how.
I'd like to see it happen after Death of the Family.
But I want it to be a young Batman, so it's kind of, and I want Bruce to kind of have to get to a point where he's cornered and he just has to explain it to Ollie that he is
Batman.
He is the Batman, but I'd like it to be very tense and like he goes in and like someone. Like I don't know, like one of Ra's al Ghul's men like busts through the window and tries to like kill Dig and Oliver and Felicity and Bruce and Alfred, and like Bruce just immediately like grabs a batarang like out of like his pocket or something and like throws it, and like if like Diggle goes to like shoot, because Diggle always goes to shoot, he's just like fuck this. I'd like it if he like threw the batarang and like exploded in. Like they did in the old animated series where he used to always throw a batarang in like the barrel of the gun and then like, boom. But I'd like that to happen, and then like Bruce take him out, and then they're like, what the fuck? And then like Bruce lock the door and be like, and just tell them like, I'm Batman. Just explain the whole thing to them.
Yeah.
And it would be awesome if in that cameo they had either flashbacks, like maybe it would be a couple episodes long, maybe it'd just be the 1 or 2 episodes, but it would be cool if we saw like a flashback of Bruce and Ollie getting along, like Ollie being like 16 or something, and Bruce being 8 or whatever, and they're like family friends, and it's awesome. And it'd be cool to see that, and it would be cool to see how like Bruce's like training and like what he was like. Also, Talia, they introduced a different Al Ghul in the second season. They didn't introduce Talia, so it'd be cool to see Talia.
Yeah,
because like
so just bring a bit of Batman universe into Arrow.
Yeah, and get those flashbacks going, and then maybe like if it was like 3 episodes long, maybe the first episode would be Bruce and Ollie flashbacks, Bruce and Talia flashbacks, and then the first appearance of Joker flashbacks. So like the first time Batman ever dealt with the Joker, when he's like explaining like this man is fucked up, he won't do shit. It would be awesome to see that, and just have just this. And at the end, I think it would be awesome if like Bruce actually got to use the bow and arrow bow and arrow from
Yeah.
Oliver's thing, or maybe because I'd like to see if Bruce was more skilled because he was. Here's the thing: Oliver was only trained to hunt and kill and fight.
Mm.
But Bruce was trained way more. He was way more refined, and he's a detective and everything. So it'd be cool if all of a sudden Ollie has to react to something as the arrow. So it's oh crap, how are we gonna get out of there? And immediately he'd take the bow off and take the quiver and then shoot it, and they'd get away. And it's just totally outdoes him.
Just friendly
to show
rivalry. So there's Bruce
slightly, but I think it would work better if they did it when he didn't know it was Bruce that was Batman, and then he was just kind of okay, I want this vigilante off the street because I've seen him. He works fast and he is very dangerous. Because even Superman said this. This is a quote from Superman in the comics. Batman is the most dangerous man alive.
Cool.
He is though. He would.
Yeah.
It just makes sense. And really, just if I got all that stuff in
second to the Joker second. Joker second.
Would it?
Danger level. I'd say Joker's pretty close.
Yeah, but
I'd say he's definitely going to beat the Arrow.
Oh, definitely.
Because Joker's oh look, there's a piece of TNT in my hand and a boat full of children. I wonder what's going to happen. It's throw it and boom. It's oh, that wasn't as fun as I thought.
That's just kind of what I want. I know it's not very refined. It wasn't like my Batman's on a Damien, but sorry, Damien's on a Batman. But that's what I want. And yeah.
Don't tell this bitch what to want.
That's just all the things I want from it. Anyway, also no origin for the Joker. Maybe a little bit of flashbacks. Maybe the last flashback could be of the Killing Joke. But that will be it. No proper 100% real flashback. I don't want that. But anyway, you go. I guess it's Euan's turn now.
Yeah, and I just drew a blank. I can't even remember what I said I was gonna. Oh Jesus.
Oh crap. Was it crap? I can't remember either.
No, I thought. Dang, no.
Did you tell me?
Yeah.
Oh, what was it?
But that's why I'm asking you.
I know. What was it? Say the sentence. We're gonna cut this out. I'm gonna cut this out. I'm gonna jump cut it.
Okay then. Okay. I think it was a movie though. I don't know.
Oh, Harry Potter.
No. Oh, the mythical beast thing.
Yeah.
Okay. 3,
2, 1. Hey guys, we're back. It's just Euan forgot what he was going to say.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Yeah, I would like to see, because recently movie news came out that mythical beasts and where to find them, or mythical creatures and where to find them, is getting a movie, which is
a book
based on a book which J.K. Rowling wrote, which is based on a book within the Harry Potter series, and effectively it's a guide to every mythical creature or monster where to find them. Its name is very good.
Yeah. But Euan has a genius idea.
I want to see it like a David Attenborough documentary. For all you American guys, just look him up. He's the stereotypical.
He's basically Morgan Freeman, on the Science Channel. He is that version for animals.
Yeah, and nature. He did this thing on butterflies. I was like, well, this is going to be gay. But it was fucking brilliant.
Yeah, he could totally do it. And also, I feel like it would be cool if when he was in it, when he's they're mating and all this stuff.
No, I'd like to see him be walking around.
Yeah, exactly. But magic style, maybe he's an elf or something.
No, I want to see him in his
normal attire.
Yeah, well, whatever he needs to wear for the play. So maybe shorts and t-shirt if he's in the desert or whatever. But he says so here's these he does in his normal documentaries. I mean, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you wouldn't be able to get like a more fun to watch thing, and like he could go into like excruciating detail. But the thing that would be brilliant is they'd have to really pull out the stops in the animation.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not going to work. Meaning you're going to get something visually good. You don't need a definite
Also,
storyline.
I think it would be cool if like the Dementors were around.
Yeah,
Like if they did one of the Dementors, but like he'd obviously have to use a wand,
yeah, and he's just going.
and he was like, and like kind of guiding them towards the camera. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
these Dementors feed on isn't it happiness they feed on?
and so and so.
Yeah, someone's soul and their happiness and all this, and just like they feed on whatever, and it's like nobody quite knows how they mate or whatever, and just kind of have it towards the camera. So really like a documentary, but
No, because in the books and the movies, they mentioned that the Ministry of Magic has not a contract. What's it called? A treaty with them.
yes, we can mention that.
So it means that they're able to talk and communicate with them, meaning that they have a definite mind.
Yeah,
Meaning that, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
sort of, they could show Azkaban as well, a bit more of Azkaban.
do you know what would be awesome?
What?
If they did that, but they made it so there was it was like the way they do like the updated books in school, like it's like you get a book from like that the school had 2 years ago, but it's like it says like it's the updated book.
Yeah.
It'd be cool if it was that, and it was after the whole Ministry of Magic corruption thing was gone. So now there's no more Dementors, and it's just like
No, Dementors are always going to be about. They guard Azkaban.
no, I know they do that, but it'd be cool if they were just like it's like at the time there was like a rocky thing with humans and the Dementors. Maybe they like tried to kill all the prisoners in Azkaban, and they had
Well, no, it's.
no, but
Man, you don't know the Potter universe like I do, okay, man?
No, I mean it would be cool if it was after the whole like what happened.
Deathly Hallows thing and all
Yeah,
that.
like maybe a good like maybe 5-10 years.
Like
after that.
at the end of Deathly Hallows Part 2, where it shows Harry and all that, about that time,
Yeah,
when they have their kids and all that.
yeah, but it would be cool to see that and just be like mention, and then it would be cool to have like throwbacks to the older movies, I guess.
Yeah, and he could mention like, oh, they supported Voldemort
I'd
in
like
his
it-
power to run.
I'd like it if it was like he was a grim, much like the very famous Sirius Black,
Who was
and then
who was
maybe-
accused of murdering the Potter family, but was an
but
asshole.
was actually, and then they could maybe it'd be cool to see that thing where it was like the statue where it was like Muggles where they belong, and
Yeah.
they were like under the that thing,
Yeah.
that statue. It'd be cool if that was no longer there and it was a statue of Sirius, and they did like a little history thing like, oh yeah, Sirius is
He was a true like magic person.
true
Or-
hero.
Yeah, maybe statue of like Potter, Sirius,
Yeah,
Lupin, like just the gang.
Yeah.
Neville and all
Oh,
that.
you mean like a statue of the Order of Phoenix?
Yeah,
Yeah, that would be
during
cute.
the second rise to power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like Harry's dad and Harry's mom.
No, them as well there. Yeah, like
Yeah.
just the Order of the Phoenix, every
Yeah.
member
every member.
that
I
fought
know.
Voldemort.
Or I would also be okay if it was Dumbledore. Or maybe no, he'd be more in the grounds of the school of Hogwarts.
Yeah,
So
they'd
maybe
have to go to the grounds of Hogwarts though, because there's
Yeah,
like, the
'cause there are-
mermaids that live in the
there's
lake and all
some
that.
like exclusive.
This is and like the centaurs and there's the giants.
Yeah, exactly.
and-
It would just be brilliant.
Yeah, you see this? I'm good.
Also, I want to see who the new headmaster is. I know I'd like it if there was another one.
No, it's still gonna be her because like wizards and stuff can live to like hundreds. Of
I know,
years
but
old.
I'd still love to see like
No,
another
but
one.
not if the time frame.
Yeah,
man,
I
not
know.
with the
I know,
time
but
frame.
I'd still love to see a new one as well.
Mm. I'd like to see what Harry got a job at.
I'd really like it if he was in was it Aura? Or
Yeah,
Aura.
or
But I'd like to see him as that, and maybe like there's
so
like,
basically.
oh my god, thought for Dementor. You know the way the Dementors are so dangerous.
Mm.
Okay, this just came to mind, get mind blown. So they get the Harry Potter because he like isn't he like the way they pitched the third movie was that he was like the most professional when it came to dealing with these Dementors. So it's like maybe that's his speciality as an horror.
Well, no, because it was slightly different to that. It was that he's more powerful than the rest of them.
Yeah, but his speciality
Like
is
he's supposed to be the most powerful wizard alive.
yeah. But it would be cool if he was just like he did the whole he had to like
He showed Amber about.
Yeah, no, he showed them about. You know what I mean? Like he's just like
That'd be brilliant.
Like he's just like kind of.
Oh, and then at the very end, they should do a bit on wizards.
Yeah.
And muggles.
That would be.
That
cool.
would just like finish it off with a bang.
Yeah.
I reckon. So there's what I want to see. I want to see a David
Attenborough
type documentary on this stuff, which covers a few things like what happened after it. It'll give
now when the movie comes out and it doesn't and it like
doesn't have it.
That,
it's gonna be a disappointment.
It's just gonna be a disappointment. Like, we could have James Attenborough, but now we don't.
David, I think it is.
Did I say James?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
But that's why I want to see. I haven't actually read the book because I felt, she's just trying to get more money. It may be a good book, I don't know. But you know what? I just thought, I'm not too into spin-offs. But if they did this, I feel like you would go for it.
But anyway, yeah.
That's our time, I think.
Yeah, it's been the talk, guys. I'll let you sign off because I always sign off.
Yeah. I guess we'll see you guys in the next podcast or whatever is coming up. We're unsure. This is, as I mentioned, it might not have been last week's podcast, but the week before it, that we're uncertain of what's going on at the moment. Like Minecraft's going to be glitchy and all this sort of stuff.
Well, you've all seen it a week ago.
Would it be
a week ago yesterday?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So we're.
And this is a bi-weekly series, so it's every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys
so much for the watches and views. Keep on
our socials, on our social links and stuff.
Following, whatever you call it. Please tell more people. We're growing at a really big rate for us. Like
for us, yes.
A couple of weeks ago, we hit our 200 view things, but we're like our minutes watched is like something like 600 minutes.
Yeah,
650 minutes, I think it was.
But anyway,
so. Guys, thanks for all the support. Keep on doing it. Share us around. And,
yeah.
We'll see you all guys. We
will see you guys later. Bye.
Berber! Is that good?
No, it's Berber.
Berber? Berber!
Okay. No. Okay, it's alright. It's alright.